Can your dog survive a wilderness encounter? Imagine this. Your dog, once pampered and living the life of luxury at home, is suddenly lost in the wilderness. Alone. No food, no shelter, just them and the wild. What happens next? Will their instincts kick in? Can they hunt, find water, or escape predators? In today's video, we're diving deep into this what-if scenario, examining whether your dog is equipped to survive a wilderness encounter. Stick around because what you might learn will surprise you. When your dog finds itself in a survival situation, instincts play a huge role. Even though domesticated dogs have been bred to rely on humans for food and safety, they still have some primal instincts that could help them survive. Some dogs, especially working breeds like German Shepherds, Huskies, and Belgian Malinois, retain strong prey drive. These dogs might be able to track small animals or find food by scavenging. Dogs like terriers bred to hunt might be more naturally inclined to chase and catch smaller prey. Dogs have an extraordinary sense of smell, far superior to humans. This could help them track down food, locate water sources, or even find shelter in a dense forest. Dogs have territorial instincts, and in the wild, they may stake their claim on a specific area, protecting themselves from threats or finding refuge in their territory. While a dog's instincts are strong, survival in the wilderness also depends on how well they handle the elements. Some breeds, like Huskies and Malamutes, are built for cold climates, and they would have an easier time surviving in freezing temperatures. On the other hand, a Chihuahua or a dog with a short coat would struggle in the cold. Hot weather presents different challenges. Dogs need water to stay hydrated, and heat stroke can be a real concern. In the wild, dogs might instinctively seek shelter from the elements. They might look for caves, tree cover, or dense brush where they can hide and stay warm or cool, depending on the weather. Finding food and water would be one of the toughest survival challenges for a dog. While some dogs can rely on their prey drive to hunt, not every dog is prepared to catch and kill. Water is vital. Dogs can survive for days without food, but without water, the situation gets critical much faster. A dog's instinct might lead them to water sources like streams or rivers, but they'll need to know how to drink from them. They may be able to spot a puddle or stream, but will they know whether it's safe to drink? As mentioned, some dogs might be able to catch small prey, but for the most part, finding food would be a struggle. In the wild, dogs would likely scavenge from nature, eating plants, berries, and maybe even insects. For dogs with a strong hunting instinct, they might have more luck hunting down small animals like rabbits or squirrels. Now let's talk about the threats that dogs would face in the wilderness. While they are predators themselves, they're also prey to much larger creatures, especially in places like forests or the wild. Depending on the region, a dog might encounter predators such as wolves, coyotes, or even larger animals like bears or mountain lions. A dog's instinct is to defend itself, but it's important to remember that most domestic dogs are no match for larger predators. In such encounters, the dog's chances of survival would depend on its size, strength, and ability to outmaneuver the threat. If a dog is part of a pack, like a hunting breed or a herd dog, they might be better equipped to deal with threats. Pack animals can work together to defend territory and each other, though a lone dog would have a much harder time facing a predator alone. The biggest wild card in this survival scenario is how well-trained and socialized the dog is. A dog that is highly trained and used to following commands could adapt better to a survival situation. Dogs that are trained to obey basic commands like stay, come, and leave it might have an advantage in the wild. They can follow commands to avoid danger, stay close to water, or even stay put while you look for help. Their bond with you might also give them the will to survive. They'll want to protect their pack. So, can your dog survive the wild? The answer depends on a few key factors: instinct, breed, survival skills, and the environment they're in. In some cases, your dog might just surprise you. With their powerful instincts, keen sense of smell, and adaptable nature, many dogs could make it out alive, especially if they have a fighting chance. But in other cases, especially for less rugged breeds, survival would be incredibly difficult. Whether or not your dog can survive a wilderness encounter ultimately comes down to the breed and the environment they're in. It's a mix of nature, nurture, and the instincts they were born with. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. What do you think? Could your dog survive the wild? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.